UFC Fight Night Abu Dhabi, Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov takes place this weekend. Then I'm going to go through the full card breakdown and in detailed predictions, starting with the early prelim opener of Cedric Dumas versus Denis Tululin. Now, I'm going to try my hardest because I only got one good card. That was Namajunas Cortez wrong. So maybe Fight Night crowded events I do well in. So maybe we can get hope here and not go negative. Dumas versus Tululin. Two cans, really, but I gotta pick someone. I trust Cedric. No. I gotta be very, very careful here. Does Cedric Dumas out-grapple Denis Tululin? He very well could. Just Dumas looks weak. He doesn't look like a heavy wrestler. He looks like a rangy striker. But, he's not. He's just a wrestler that takes you down sometimes. He did beat Abu Zaitar, but he's not that good, Abu Zaitar, really. And I don't really rate a win over Cody Brundage, although it is tricky. Brundage can be weirdly tricky sometimes. He isn't that good, so Denis Tululin, 11-9 in the UFC. He isn't good at all. So, Christian Leroy Duncan just got exposed by Gregory Rodriguez, and he beat Tululin easily. Rodriguez also beat him easily as well. Union Park beat him. He did beat Jamie Pickett. How do you? But Jamie Pickett's. I think Cedric Dumas is slightly better than Jamie Pickett, and I'm gonna trust him to get the takedown here, on the feet. Take down the feet. What am I saying? Takedown. Get to the ground. Get maybe a sub. Just get the takedown on Denis Tululin. He's lost every single fight by way of getting taken down and manipulated. I gotta take Cedric Dumas. I trust him here, but you never know. We move on. Up the card. He just got destroyed by No Sultan, but No Sultan's good. Jai Herbert versus Rolando Bedoya. Now, this is a tricky one. I'm gonna take Jai Herbert. You should. Rolando Bedoya is not good. He just isn't good. Song Kanan, I get he can be tricky sometimes, Song Kanan, and he can beat you sometimes, but you just didn't see any proper skill from Rolando Bedoya in that fight. And yeah, he did look good against Chaos Williams, but I think Chaos Williams is that bad on the feet if he doesn't flukily KO someone. I think he's just that bad on the feet to where you can outskill him, and Bedoya had the chin in that fight. Should have arguably won the fight. But Jai Herbert, I don't see him getting KO'd by Bedoya. Doesn't really have much power in his hands. And I don't see him losing a range battle if Song Kanan's going to beat you. So I comfortably believe Jai Herbert beats Song Kanan. Maybe gets dropped in one round, but wins the fight overall in a decision. I truly believe that. And I'm going to go Jai Herbert. I think he's too good for him. He can grapple as well, Jai Herbert, here and there. And I don't see Bedoya out grappling him. For Siam did beat him though. Not a good look, but Siam's tricky. Should have beaten Ludovic Klein, and we know where Klein is now. He just beat Moises. And Kyle Nelson's fighting Calvin Kattar, and he's on a roll right now. And Herbert beat him, and was looking great against Tapiria before eventually just getting KO'd. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go pick him against Bedoya here. A lot better, lot faster, and less sloppier than Bedoya. We move on up the card. Victoria Dudakova versus Sam Hughes. This is a very close one. Sam Hughes can actually win sometimes. But she did look awful against... She did fight Howard and lose. Yasmin Howard did beat her. But it's Yasmin Howard. Are we going to trust Dudakova to be the level of Howard in the striking? I think Dudakova can grapple as well, though. Oh, it's women's MMA. She could just get triangled. this is a really annoying one. I'm going to trust Dudakova, though. She's 8-0, undefeated. She's got momentum. She beat Junior Frey. Not really a great performance, but she won the fight. But she isn't ever going to be a champ or anything, but I think she's good enough to beat the Sam Hughes of this world. Who isn't good. She's 8-6. But she beat Jacqueline Amorim. This is the thing. She beat Estela Nunes. But then she lost to Limalik Boom, Pinheiro, yeah. Tisha Pennington. Pierre Rodriguez beat her. Yeah, I'm going to trust Dudakova to win like a 29-28 decision. Out-grappling Hughes. Just doing a bit more. Yeah, I think she gets it done. Yeah, she'll usually get the benefit of the judges in Abu Dhabi as well, where she always fights. So I'm going to go Dudakova. I think she gets it done. We move on. Why am I having a runny nose all of a sudden? We move on. Up the card. Garam Kutateledze versus Jordan Vucenic. I watched Jordan Vucenic's fights because I had to, because I needed to get my picks correct. I watched his highlights, though, against Paul Hughes in the first fight. He can win this. I'm not going to pick him, though. I'm going to go Garam. I think Garam, just a bit more snappy, strong as hell with takedowns. Did very well against Gamrot. Well, should have lost that fight against Gamrot when they both made their debut. He did very well against Gamrot, though. And I think Garam is going to get this done. I know he looks like he's 50, but he's 32 years old still. He's just hitting his prime. Not even in it right now. I mean, yeah, he's in his prime right now. And he's going to be making improvements. I know he didn't look great against Elvis Brenner, but he just got caught. It was a war, though, and he was winning the fight anyways, but he just got caught towards the end. I don't think Jordan Vucenic has the power of Elvis Brenner. That can just spark you out cold. Spark that Keon Kurtuski guy with a temple shot. So he's got the same power, and he put away Garam in like a delayed type KO. And the Demir fight, very close fight against Demir. I didn't really rate Demir that highly, and that was proven right to be losing to Saruki and Dawson easily by both of them. Especially that Dawson fight, domination. And that was still a close fight. After a massive layoff, though, I'm going to take him over Jordan Vucenic. Yeah. Jordan Vucenic's good, though. Jordan Vucenic is very good. I just don't think, on a few weeks' notice here, not even, I think like a week's notice here, I just don't think his cardio is going to live up to it. Maybe he'll do well in the first round, but I just think Garam's going to straight up dominate him. Yeah. Hopefully Vucenic wins. It's been a while since he hasn't been in the UFC yet. They haven't gotten this guy in the UFC yet, which is insane. He has to step up on short notice here. Not having a full prep. He's fighting. Listen to that. He steps up. He earns his. I can't even speak right now. He earns his way in the UFC. Alright? Earns his way in the UFC. But doesn't get signed by the UFC, so he's earned it. To get a contract in the Contender Series. Doesn't even get that. So he has to step in on short notice across the world in Abu Dhabi against Garam Kutateledze. Crazy. I'm taking Garam now. Too good in the striking. Too good in the grappling. We move on up the card. Shamil Gaziev versus Dontel Mays. I'm taking Gaziev. Honestly, no memes aside here. I'm taking Shamil Gaziev. I think he actually wins this fight. Are we going to forget that he butchered Martin Buday in his debut? Absolutely destroyed him. I know he had that performance against Rosenstruik. I completely understand. But Rosenstruik can be tricky for a lot of guys and really good in some sort of fights. Can look really bad in some fights, but can look really good in some fights, Rosenstruik. And they rushed him. They literally rushed him. We see this every single guy. We'll get to the main event in a second. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go Gaziev. I think he's going to be too well here. Too good. Like, I think he isn't dynamic at all. He just plods. Like, he's literally the Curtis Blades. The unranked Curtis Blades of the heavyweight division. But, like, he wins. Good clinch game. Barton Bidet is known for having a good clinch game, and Gaziev beat him in that area. You know? And Rosenstruck was exposure, I get it, but Dontel Mays is not that good. Nascimento beat him. You know, not really a good performance there. He beat Machado, but it wasn't a good performance at all. And Arlovsky, I think he's lost it now. I think he's officially done under Arlovsky. And I think he actually got cut from the UFC after his last fight, so... Yeah, Augusto Sakai beat this guy. Like, that should be a massive red flag. So, he is good. I don't think he's the level of Rosenstruck on the feet. And I don't see him out-grappling Gaziev. So, I'm actually going to take Gaziev for, like, a TKO in the first round. Like, pouring it on Dontel Mays and finishing him. We move on. Up the card, I got Gaziev. Muhammad Yahya versus Cowie Fernandez. Muhammad Yahya will never win a fight ever again in his career, in the UFC especially. Maybe he'll beat some unranked bum outside the promotion. I'm never picking this guy to win a fight again. He is awful. Awful. Trevor Peek, Trevor Peek. But he isn't that great, Trevor Peek. But Muhammad Yahya, I haven't ever seen this before. Muhammad Yahya looked awful. Awful. So, Cowie Fernandez, if you lose to this guy, retire. This is a free win. Layup for you. The UFC know what they're doing. And they have the open workouts with Muhammad Yahya's face. He has to be at the open workouts? Why does he get to be at the open workouts? It's Corey Sandhagen, Nurmagomedov, Umar Nurmagomedov, co-main event Sharon Magomedov, and Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. And then they have Yahya on the UFC Instagram. You can go look on UFC Instagram. They have that. They're trying to push this guy. Why? He sucks, and he's 70. Look at him. He literally is 70 with a mohawk. I'm not picking this guy. He's going to get flattened in the first round. I don't know how Trevor Peek did not finish him. I know Trevor Peek... If Trevor Peek played Trevor Peek, would have finished him. But Trevor Peek was a lot more patient in that fight. Because he lost to Shepe Mariscal before that. I'm going to pick Cowie. First round KO. I don't care what he's done in his last previous fights. He beat Mark Chikaze by split decision. Dude, this guy is winning. He has good KO power. Good on the ground. Muhammad Yahya will never take someone down. He'll never hurt a person. Sorry for the Yahya slander, but I don't care. Whoever's last name is Yahya will never be anything. Ronnie Yahya, you too. You'll never be anything. So I'm picking, he's actually shit though. Be absolute cans. Yeah, Cowie Fernandez will get the job done. Yeah, you better KO him. Imagine he just loses to Yahya now. Cowie wins. We move on up the card. Alonzo Menafield versus Azamat Murzakanov. I'm going to go Azamat. He's still good. Like, it's not... We haven't seen him in a while because he's just a pullout merchant, but I think he gets it done. Yeah, he's 13-0. He's good. He beat Jacoby. And it was closer. The Jacoby... If I had to rate the two Jacoby performances, I'd rate Azamat's a lot more. A lot more. Because he was actually doing well in, like, the tit-for-tat striking. He also dropped Jacoby in a few rounds to get the win. I get it. But Alonzo was just getting completely outclassed. And then he got the knockdowns on Jacoby. So, yeah, I rate that a lot more. I rate that a lot more than for Azamat. And in terms of the grappling here, I trust Azamat too. You know, he is good. He's well-rounded. Got flying knee over Tafa, that was a good win. Destroyed the hell out of Devin Clark. I need to stop rating Devin Clark as a good win now. I cannot... I keep thinking Devin Clark is a solid win to have. It's not. He's terrible, Devin Clark. But he's always decent here and there, which kind of just brainwashes me. He's not good, Devin Clark. But he's good. Azamat. Good grappling. Mateus Scheffel he beat, which is a good Adrian win now. And I think he'll go out there and beat Alonzo, who just got flattened. Not even a full 3 months ago by Carlos Ulberg. I'm not picking him. Jimmy Crute sucks as well. I'm not rating that as a win. William Knight beat this guy. Yeah, I'm picking Matt completely here. I think gets it done. More power as well. Better chin as far as we know. Main card. Joel Alvarez versus Elvis Brenner. Oh. I'm going to take Alvarez. He's going to be a weight bully here and get it done. The new Jalen Turner on the block. I'm going to take Joel Alvarez, though. Elvis Brenner. Yeah, I just don't see him winning. Mintipek will buy. Kind of exposed him a bit. I can't lie, in Brazil. Kajan Kuczewski is not good. He did beat Guram. Tukagov was a good win in his debut. Kind of a robbery, though, I cannot lie. But he did well in that fight with low kicks. I'm going to take Joel Alvarez, though. He's just a weight bully. He does good. Easy win against Chikaze. Only loss is Sarukian and Demir. But Demir, all of a sudden in his career, just... Ever since Demir had a layoff, he's looked terrible. Something happened to him. But he easily beat Moises. That's the performance. That's like the breakout performance. The Moises fight completely insanely destroyed him. McCline looked good against Moises, but Alvarez finished him in the first round easily. He's going to whoop Elvis Brenner, and I think he might finish him with a guillotine, like a panic guillotine, as Brenner's like getting beaten by the cage with body shots. He'll shoot for a takedown. Alvarez gets like a Darce or a guillotine. I'm going to go Darce choke for Joel Alvarez. So, Joel Alvarez, I think, gets it done. We move on. Up the card, Mackenzie Dern versus Lupita Godinez. Oh, this is a really annoying one because you don't know if Dern fights. She could look good. Lemos is terrible. Honestly, now I know how Dern made it close with her. I'm going to go with... Godinez did well against Janaroba. Dern did beat Janaroba, but it was on the feet, which is awful. You know what? I'm taking Lupita Godinez. I'm taking Lupita Godinez over Mackenzie Dern. I don't care. I think she's a lot better on the feet than Mackenzie Dern. Dern's got power, I'm aware, but Godinez is good on the feet. She beat Ricci. I think that's a similar type of style. Ricci. Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian. Other proportions. No, I'm joking. I'm going to go with, you get what I mean, though. Similar type of style. I think it'll be a lot more clear here, though. Because Ricci, you don't know. She's unknown. Dern, I think she's the blueprint's been set with Mackenzie Dern. She isn't good. She'll never be anything. I think Godinez scolds her. She looked good against Ferda Janaroba. Very close fight. Honestly, 2-1 Janaroba. Like, that was a close fight. And we see now Janaroba is going to probably fight for the belt next. I'm going to go with Lupita. A lot better. I think she'll stuff the takedowns here and shut down Mackenzie Dern. Actually, the Hill fight was close, but Hill can be tricky sometimes. I hope Dern beat her, but I don't know. I think Godinez can get it done here. Outstriking her on the feet, sculling her. So I'm going to go Godinez, honestly. Getting the job done as an underdog, if she is one. Is she? She is. Near even, she's more of the underdog there. So I'm going to go with Godinez. We move on at the card. Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chiesa. I want to pick Ferguson Darce because I can see it. I want to pick Ferguson by Darce, and I fucking want to pick it because he can get it, but I'm not. It's over. Why did you set him up against Chiesa, man? Who is bad? I get it, but he typically does shit when he gets hurt on the feet. He could get hurt by Ferguson, though. Because Ferguson, hurt Chandler. He can win. He can't win. I was going to say. He can do well. Here Chandler, here Green, but these are kind of like knockdowns that they that Chandler puts himself in. You know? I feel like Chiesa could just overlook him and he cracks Chiesa. Why do I want to pick Tony, man? This is one where I think he can actually win, because Chiesa's that bad. He gets hurt on the feet and then cowers away. Gets dorsed by Holland. You know, we see it again and again. Sean Brady fight was close, though. That's the thing. You look at that one Holland fight where he looks bad, but then Brady fight was very close. So I am going to go Chiesa. It's not like he looked terrible. Like, the Brady fight was very close. 5-rounder, he beat Sean Brady. You know? Luke K fight, he was looking good against Luke K. Got caught in a darce, though. I think Ferguson's going to get it done. I think Ferguson's got this in the bag. I think Chiesa's got this in the bag. I want Tony to win. I just don't see it, man. He's got a decent shot because it's Chiesa, but I think Chiesa's going to get it done. Grappling heavy. What else can we really say? On the feet, he's not terrible. He's got some decent hands. Not really. I just think Chiesa will hold on to him for dear life and get the job done. 30-27 in a decision. This is the end of Tony Ferguson. He's going to get cut after this. So I remember Dana saying this might be the end of Ferguson if he loses. This is the end. He needs to win. I just don't see it. I'm going to go with Chiesa. Just take a dive, Chiesa, please, to make us MMA fans happy. Like, I know you have your stupid analyst desk and your stupid Felder podcast on YouTube, but I don't give a fuck. Take a dive. Let us be happy. We had fucking Bilal Muhammad become a world champ, which is kind of cool to some people, but, like, I know Aspinall won. I'm grateful for that, because he could have easily lost as well. But just make us happy. Let Ferguson win. Please. It's not going to happen. You move on. Chiesa wins. You move on up the card. Marlon Vera versus Deiveson Figueiredo. I'm going to go with Deiveson Figueiredo. Yeah, he should win this. It is a tricky one for him, though, because Marlon Vera, you never know with him. But, yeah, I'm not picking Marlon. Don't think he wins at all. Like, looked shit against O'Malley. Got completely outclassed. I think that's going to ruin your confidence. Like, at the Sandhagen fight, I think Vera was kind of like, fuck. Sandhagen kind of got me there. You know, kind of schooled me a bit. And he did school him, but I think the O'Malley fight was like, fuck. You know? And I think Figueiredo, although I don't think he has the striking enough to school Vera, he has really good striking, Figueiredo. And I think if it comes to the striking, Figgy's better, skill-wise. And he can't get clipped here and there, so I think he needs to be careful here. One thing where I think Figgy wins this fight is the grappling. Marlon Vera doesn't have great takedown defense. Figgy can get takedowns. He looked great in his fight against Cody Garbrandt. I'm actually happy he grappled, so we kind of know what Figgy can do instead of just catching Garbrandt. Garbrandt was kind of beating him in that fight, though. I will be honest there. But Marlon Vera is terrible. He's not good on the feet at all. Like, he caught Cruz with a head kick because Cruz has no chin anymore. I honestly think if you put Miles Johns in there against Cruz, he KOs him. Like, I think that's honestly not a bad take anymore. Cruz just doesn't have it anymore, man. And Figueiredo beat Garbrandt. Looked easy there. He beat Font skill-wise. Rocked him at the end of rounds here and there, but he was beating him anyways. Vera had to, clutch back the knockdown whilst getting outclassed by Font. Same with the Edgar fight. Edgar out-grappled him. Aldo took his back. And I think Figgy, close on the feet, I think Figgy's better. Skill-wise, I think Figgy could outclass him on the feet. I don't think Vera's going to get a knockdown at the end on Figgy, because I think Figgy will be smart and shoot takedowns towards the end of rounds, so Vera can't do shit. So I'm actually going to take Figueiredo. Maybe getting close rear naked choke attempts, but I think overall he gets to win by 30-27, decision win. Deiveson Figueiredo. Simeon Garbrandt's good. Like, that's an accomplishment. No one's done that to Garbrandt, so I'm actually going to pick, what's his name? Figueiredo getting the job done. We move on up the card. Nurmagomedov versus Mikhail Alexeychuk. Close fight here, but I am gonna go Shara. We've seen it again and again. Mikhail Alexeychuk. I'm done picking him, by the way, because he keeps losing. The Holland fight, whatever. Got caught with an armbar. He dropped Holland though, so Shara's gonna have to be real careful here. I think though, with the differences here, Pahe also subbed him easily. Cheating in Jaquani is not good. I think we can admit that now. Cody Brundage isn't either. Sam Alvey isn't either. Jacoby scolds him. But Mikhail can crack him. I think Shara's got a good enough chin, as far as we know, to take the shots on Mikhail, but it's risky. I think he's good though. He's on the feet, can outclass Mikhail, and I think Shara is just better, skill-wise, on the feet. Baralho takes him down, subs him. So these guys can sub him as well and out-grapple him. But these other guys can just piece him up, like Jacoby. Just piecing him up. Close fight, Jacoby won it. I think that would be similar to this. Jimmy Crute subs him. Oven St. Preux subs him. Shamil Gamzatov was just a fraud. Modestas Pekauskas, though, should have won that fight. Just piecing up Mikhail, scolding him at range. And if that guy's not getting clipped in the feet, I don't think Shara isn't either. So I don't think Shara's going to get clipped either. So I'm actually going to take Shara, getting the job done. Mikhail doesn't really grapple either, so I don't think you have to worry about that. And he looked great in his last fight against that Roy cheat, whatever his name was. What's his name? Antonio Tricoli. Awful fighter. Destroyed him, though. I think we'll get the job done here. We move on. Up the card. Fuck. To the main event, Corey Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. I'm gonna do this one last time. If Umar fucking loses, I'm done with picking these fucking losers against the top guys when they haven't even tested themselves yet. But I feel like the stars are gonna align for Umar, man. I have to pick him. I want to pick Corey Sandhagen. I want to. Like, believe me, like, I want to pick Sandhagen. Sleeper pick, I would like to pick him. Sandhagen, I was the one to pick Sandhagen to expose Umar. I just don't see it, man. I feel like Umar's gonna... That team, man, right now, Team Khabib. If it's true or not, Khabib gave out a playing plan for Bilal to beat Edwards, and he fucking did it. And I was like, you know what, Khabib, I think Edwards is too good. He beats Edwards. Bilal beats Edwards. Umar trains with Khabib daily. They've known about this fight since last year. In the meantime, he beat Bekzak Almakan, who's a can, I get it. But, like, he beat him. I think he's going to go out there and beat Corey Sandhagen. I think he's too strong, too big for Corey Sandhagen. He's going to be tall. He's going to be shorter out there. But I think he's good enough. He's got similar reach to Sandhagen as well. Only a one reach disadvantage. He's got huge power in his hands. I know Yadong does as well, but Yadong doesn't shoot takedowns. That's the thing. I pick Sandhagen in every single fight. I don't think he wins this. Like, Umar, too good. Just too good on the feet. I think he's gonna get it done. Not good on the feet. What am I saying? Why do I just say that? Like, my brain shuts off while I'm saying that. He's good on the feet. I think Sandhagen's a lot better on the feet than him, though. Way more skilled, way more superior on the feet. But the grappling's gonna be the difference. Umar's gonna shoot takedowns here. He did it against Almakan, who did shake him off, but Almakan has power. It's not like Sandhagen has any heat in his hands. I think O'Malley could give Umar issues. I'm gonna admit that, and Marab. But I think Sandhagen will get through. Hopefully Sandhagen wins. I'm actually hoping I'm wrong here. Big time, but I picked Aliskrov to beat Whitaker. I was wrong badly. Oh well. I think Umar can get it done, though. I think Umar gets it done here. Yeah, Sandhagen could prepare well. I just think he's too weak, man. Too weak. Umar's got subs. He out-grapples a lot of people. Submitted Brian Kelleher, and I think he'll Does he sub Corey? I think he will. Aljo got the back of Corey, submitted him. He did climb the cage with his foot. But I think he'll get it done. Umar. Anyway, necessary. I think he beats Corey Sandhagen. He's got power. Even though I don't think power in his hands will affect Corey Sandhagen, it will in terms of like a takedown threat coming. And yeah, it's the main event. Maybe Umar like shivers under the pressure, but I think he gets it done. That team, although I kind of want to see them lose, they are fucking good, and I think he'll beat Sandhagen. So I'm gonna take Umar. Yeah, hopefully Sandhagen wins, because I'm more invested in Sandhagen O'Malley than Umar O'Malley. More invested in Sandhagen Merab than Umar Merab. So I hope Sandhagen wins, but I don't see it. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace. I got Umar Nurmagomedov by second round rear naked choke. I know he couldn't submit that Almacan guy, but that's a harder fight stylistically for him. Other than the striking department, in the grappling, I think it's harder for him. But yeah, Sandhagen does, maybe the cardio does favor Sandhagen. I just don't think he gets it, man. I think he'll get out-muscled. Yeah, hopefully Sandhagen wins. Don't see it happening. Peace.